From Bill Maher destroying Gen Z's role models,
Shut the up about how older generations ruin the planet.
to Jo Koy giving them a brutal but much needed message.
Oh my God. Go yourself.
Comedians have had it with the woke Gen Z generation, and they're speaking up.
Now that the latest climate conference is underway in Glasgow, Scotland, and Greta Thunberg has once again shown the world that she is the conscience of her generation, someone must tell her, you may be the conscience of your generation, but you don't represent it. I really wish you did, Greta, but you don't. But I can show you who does.
Bill Maher kicks things off by asking the question nobody in Gen Z wants to answer. Who exactly are your heroes? And as you can guess, the answer involves more Instagram filters than actual achievements.
Greta, you have 13 million followers on Instagram, which is great. But Kylie Jenner has 279 million, which is more. I mean, seriously, who is the real influencer in that generation? The model citizen or the model? The young woman who refuses to fly or the one who refuses to fly commercial? You see what I'm saying? Greta gets where she's going on a sailboat powered by the wind. Kylie takes a private jet powered by Exxon.
Watching Bill dissect the Kardashian empire is like watching a surgeon perform an autopsy on modern celebrity culture. And yes, it's just as brutal as it sounds.
Now, this is not a screed against comfort or capitalism. I'm fond of both. And I give Kylie credit. She's built a massive business empire without ever releasing a tape.
Yikes, that was brutal. But he didn't stop there. Even Caitlyn couldn't escape the blast radius of Mars' reality bomb.
And like her dad, she's a self-made woman.
This has been the most hilarious jab I've ever heard. But I can literally envision the woke people fuming at this.
But Kylie embodies and embraces a lifestyle that is pretty much the opposite of carbon neutral. And the younger generations love it. Last week, Kylie posted a tour of her shoe closet, which houses well over 1,000 pairs. She also has entire rooms of things she only's worn once. I don't think Greta would approve of that.
And then Bill points out the obvious hypocrisy.
In polls, young people always claim to be more concerned about climate change than other generations, but they don't act like it. They throw around buzzwords like sustainable and shame people who forget to bring a cloth bag to Trader Joe's, but one of their favorite YouTubers is Mr. Beast.
After calling out Gen Z for their idols, Bill had one final message.
Kids, you're gonna have to make a choice here. Do you want to be progressive or excessive? Team drastic or team plastic?
So true.
When Kylie's lifestyle becomes uncool and unpopular, and you stop loving Bitcoin and stop thinking that stuffing your face is harmless, I'll take you seriously. Until then, shut the up about how older generations ruin the planet.
Boom! Consider those feelings officially unvalidated. Up next, Jo Koy opens up about his relationship with his Gen Z son, a struggle many parents can relate to.
The thing about my son, man, he doesn't know what a lunchbox is. This kid has a debit card. I'm even embarrassed to say this. His school takes credit and he has a debit card. It sucks. He doesn't know the responsibility of a lunchbox. Just goes to school and rings it up. I still discipline him. I still get mad at him.
Joe's on stage breaking down the insane level of privilege most Gen Z kids grow up with. And it's insane.
He called me on a Wednesday one time. He's like, hey, Dad, there's only like 40 cents left on my debit card. And I was like, oh my God. Go yourself. What did you eat on Monday, asshole? Filet mignon?
Careful now, Joe. Say anything else and you'll be labeled toxic.
You're walking into the lunchroom like a nightclub. Chocolate milk's on this sucker, let's go.
See, that's the thing. Kids today grow up with so many facilities and privileges, yet they still complain. Even Matt Rife isn't a fan of Gen Z.
I hate young people, dude. I really do. Oh, anybody my age or younger, you don't have anything to offer me, man. You're so rude. Young people are so disrespectful even when they're not trying to be.
Matt Rife casually points out the elephant in the room. The generation that demands safe spaces sure knows how to throw verbal grenades.
Like 5 months ago, I got a tattoo of John Lennon on the back of my arm, and it's pretty f***ing obviously John Lennon. Like, it's a good tattoo. As soon as I posted on Instagram, everybody was like, he's a Harry Potter fan? I was like, fuck these kids, dude. That is so disrespectful to one of the greatest musicians of all time.
No pause, no second guessing. Just pure weaponized honesty delivered with the precision of a heat-seeking missile.
Like John Lennon got f***ing Avada Kedavra in his back and that's why he's not here? No. Same glasses, but he's the boy who didn't live. I know. And if that made you sad, you're my audience. Good. I like you a lot. Good. It also breaks my heart. That's good.
Matt Rife, professional dream crusher, part-time heartthrob, full-time unbothered king. His jawline could cut glass, but his comebacks cut super deep. Next up, we've got Rob Schneider.
I'd also want to bring up the issue with trans in schools. I do think children should be allowed to have that knowledge on if they want to transition on what they want to do.
If I have a boy and he thinks he's a pirate, do I have the right to cut off his knee and take an eye out and give him an eye patch?
When the conversation veers towards life-altering medical decisions for minors, Rob Schneider becomes the adult in the room nobody knew they needed. And this kid needed some serious reality checks.
I think once it gets to that certain point.
A certain point? Like, what's the point where I can cut off my son's knee and say, because he thinks he's a pirate?
I think that's purely between the parent and the child.
Well, I don't think a parent should be allowed to do that.
You should have the option to go be educated and then still go and make the choice that you want to make.
Okay,
After
not
you
at
get
14.
Exactly. Not at freaking 14.
If you are under 25 years old, they don't even let you rent a car in this state. What does Avis, Enterprise, and Hertz know that the medical establishment seems so blissfully ignorant about?
Here's a revolutionary idea. Maybe wait until your brain's fully developed before making, I don't know, irreversible choices? Wild idea, I know.
You are not a good decision maker at 14. You turn 18, you cut off any part you want, and I hope that you don't.
After watching Rob Schneider for years on SNL and movies, who knew there was an intelligent, educated, and reasonable man under there? I'm loving it, and have become a fan all over again. Couldn't agree more. Up next, we've got Beardos serving the newer generation some hard but much needed lessons.
Do you guys know India, yes? It's where all the Canadians come from. I should clarify, I'm not of Indian origin, I'm not an immigrant, I'm actually just from India. You know, all the local Indians that you meet over here, I'm the reason they left.
Veer Das is on stage, folks, with the charm of someone who's about to commit comedic arson and get away with it. The crowd has zero idea of what's coming.
West, you've had privilege for years. You've taken offense to another level. Like, Americans can get offended on other people's behalf. It's a very American thing. I'm offended for you. What you went through is so stressful, I'm gonna take the day off.
The topic slowly pivots to modern American progressivism.
Every time in American films a hate crime, in the background you can see an Indian just walking to work. I didn't see anything. I don't have my green card yet. But in the West, you're very, woke.
Yep, one word and the tension in the room just becomes measurable with scientific instruments.
That's the reason I travel, to learn new words. It's not to expand my audience. I'm Indian. My audience is expanding as we speak right now. I asked a college kid, I'm like, what does it mean to be woke? She was like, to be woke means to realize, to recognize, to organize, and then to vocalize.
And here comes the grenade.
That describes everything from a book club to a rally, all right? I want to be one of these comedians who can write woke jokes for woke people. I've tried. Do you want to hear them, yeah? Knock, knock. Well, if you need to hear the sound of somebody's voice before you let them into your apartment, what does that say about your elitist privilege, huh?
The precision. The man just performed open heart surgery on woke culture without anesthesia. If you think that was spicy, buckle up for Andrew Schull's masterclass in controlled chaos.
Let's talk about these trannies. All right,
Andrew Schulz is on the stage, and from the get-go, he's diving into the most inflammatory topic imaginable.
people say it's like this hateful word. I don't know why it's hateful. I think it's just short. Transgender. Tranny. Grandmother. Mother Granny.
Bet the Twitter mob is already typing furiously.
Welcome to the English language, trannies. Where we shorten shit and add a Y. My name's Andrew. My nickname would be... Triggered. Guys, that... Very problematic. The way you shrunk my shit down and added a Y like we do with fucking everything. Hamstring. Australian.
He's playing the outrage crowd like a violin, and they're providing the soundtrack to their own roasting. It's poetry in motion, people.
You ever have a friend who's like El Salvadorian? You're like, Mexican. I'm not gonna say that whole country every time I introduce you, Javier. Are you kidding?
But why?
There's 15 syllables in your goddamn country. Shorten the country. Pyramids, tacos, Mexico. That's what we're doing. Wrap it up.
Thinking that's as far as he'll go? Adorable. Shells is just getting started.
I know what some of you are thinking. You're like, what if you called someone Blackie? Obviously, that would be hateful. You made it longer.
Oh, did you really just go there, Andrew?
But don't worry. Trannies will be accepted. Everybody's so concerned about them. They will be accepted. I promise you. Just like everyone else, when they're attractive.
Ouch. Brutal and unapologetic. Love it.
Welcome to the real world, okay? If you're ugly, it sucks. I wouldn't know. Some of you. Caitlyn could transition back with a wet wipe.
Poor Caitlyn, man. Sorry, I mean woman. No, man, but she's a woman. Yeah, never mind.
Daddy's home!
Hold on, he's reloading.
Just like all surgeries, they get better with time. I remember when I was a kid, a ball player tore his ACL. Career was over. Now, ball player tears his ACL. He's back in 9 months. These trainees are gonna get that ACL surgery. And once they start looking like Beyonce,
I doubt that, but keep going.
there's gonna be a lot of dudes like, hey, love is love, bro. You don't trannies, bro? What do you want, see or something? What's wrong with this guy? It's not gay if you're sucking a penis, bro.
The audience is experiencing what scientists call moral whiplash, simultaneously horrified and helpless with laughter.
Just suck it, dude. What's wrong with you? You wanna know what's gay is eating a pussy. That shit is gay, bro.
Gen Z is somewhere right now, whining on social media, demanding apologies that will never come. The man is immune to cancellation at this point. Moving ahead, we've got Anthony DeVito.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm just trying to feel better about myself. But the voice in my head just attacks me relentlessly. Just like, you're a horrible person, terrible comedian, bad father. I don't have kids. But now I gotta put my stand-up on social media, and that's the thing about Gen Z, man.
DeVito is exposing how Gen Z claims moral superiority while drowning in their own hypocrisy. They're the most conscious generation. Well, until the algorithm changes and they forget what they were mad about yesterday.
On paper, you're like, mental health is important. But then on TikTok, you're like, die, cringe fascist. It's like, I donate. Like, I don't, you know. Like, I put up a clip the other day. Somebody immediately commented, oh, he looks like a young Jeffrey Epstein.
The logic's airtight. Demand tolerance, create safe spaces, champion free expression, then immediately deploy the digital guillotine when someone tweets the wrong emoji.
Once you see it, you're like, that kind of nailed it. Like, I wasn't mad at that at all. But then somebody else commented underneath, young question mark? That pissed me off. You don't get to say a mean thing and then tag it with a meaner thing.
Here's the thing about pre-woke generations. Call them anything. They'll laugh. Just, don't mention their age. That hurts.
You guys are fun. You have interesting energy so far. You have like hostage energy. You laugh like a little bit and you stop right away. I don't know if you know, it's a taping. You can relax. It's all right. You guys are like, haha, do another one, fast. It's better if you're better, so pick it up.
And now the final boss of not giving a shit, Bill Burr, here to burn it all down.
You know what's funny is white liberals are the ones that gave the definition of woke to whites on the right. So they don't, no white people really understand, it seems, what that word really meant when they took it from black people. So people on the right just think it means an insufferable, self-involved liberal douche. And they're not wrong if they're talking about a white person.
Bill Burr talks about how the meaning of wokeness got twisted. And honestly, he's not wrong.
Running around crying about their pronouns is like the sun is like lighting the planet on fire. See, look how scared you are about pronouns. It's unbelievable.
They like when you talk
Meanwhile,
about the
the rest of the world doesn't want to take our food because they see what we look like.
Oh, Bill, you're spot on.
They don't want our beautiful chicken. They don't want our beautiful beef. Yeah, why is that? Why would you think?
It is just always the best.
Go to Europe and if you can, and eat a tomato and see what it really is supposed to taste like. This is a tomato?
That's a good advice.
Oh, my God.
The world. Hey, congrats again on the show.
I thought it was supposed to taste like Xerox paper.
Hilarious. But hold on, Bill ain't done roasting the woke ideology and culture yet.
This is really the outrage decade now.
Yeah.
And then you have, all the PC stuff and everything.
Sure.
And people have had this conversation before about what does this mean for comics.
It's Any Given Wednesday, and the guests include Bill freaking Burr. And when the host asks what modern-day cancel culture and the woke era of political correctness means for comics, Bill dives in with zero filter.
Yeah. What's it like to be a comedian in 2016?
It's the exact same way as it was in 2006 and in 1996. It's a completely exaggerated. They make it seem like you walk into the club and there's people out there with signs and they're throwing stuff at you. Yeah. They aren't. It's just completely media manufactured. Like.
True. The media's got nothing else better to do other than manufacture outrage over trivialities while pretending it's journalism.
You could literally genetically alter the food. You can create a heroin epidemic. They're not going to bring that up. But if you do a Caitlyn Jenner joke every night for 2 years and one person complains, there's a chance that they'll blow it up. It's basically like lazy journalism. It's an easy story. And, and then the people who get offended they're childish people. They're not adults.
He ain't wrong.
Because they'll sit there and they'll let 100 subjects goes by and it's all a joke, and then it gets to their neck of the woods, and then all of a sudden it's a statement, and you're up there getting legislation enacted for some sort of law to make their life more miserable, whatever their point is. But
preach.
It's still, you can say whatever you want. People who go to comedy, they're generally speaking, 99% of them, they're adults. They know that they're seeing a joke, but they shine the light on the one lunatic who loves seals or something, or whatever the hell it is that you do.
Well, everybody hates seals. You're right about that.
I got to close in 15 on those goddamn seals.
Yeah.
After torching everything woke in a 10-mile radius, Burr delivers the ultimate irony bomb.
What exactly?
I don't know.
Yeah. After all these Facebook and Twitter people flip out, what exactly happens?
Nothing. Well, they move on to the next thing.
Mic dropped.
The fact that you can get fired for something that you said in 2005, it's like everybody here, if all your emails and cell phone texts of the last 6 weeks were made public, well, could anybody go to work on Monday? You know what I mean?
Yeah, we know.
The great thing is if you exist at my level of the business, like my career is usually the punishment. Like, we're going to send you back to the clubs. And you're going to lose. It's like, I'm already there.
That's the punishment.
Yeah, it's like, well, that's already where I'm at.
Sold out Madison Square Garden.
Right.
Yeah, but
come on, you're doing well.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is that like all of that outrage, it doesn't add up to anything.